Peace and blessings, everyone. I've always questioned why when some act of terrorism or some injustice has been committed, things of that nature, why some organization, has to release a statement condemning it. Whether it's the president making a statement condemning some killings, some act of war somewhere around the world, or whatever. And maybe all it is that they just want to speak on it. Because I guess ultimately I feel that I'm led that I have to release a statement about the recent Israeli offensive into the Gaza. And if nothing else, say just to get it off my shoulders, get off my mind, to speak my mind, to speak my frustrations. Because when I read these articles every day, and it's, the offensive has gotten more serious every day. It's increased. When I read this and I just read about these people dying, these women dying, getting killed, and specifically these children getting killed, it just frustrates the fuck out of me. And I mean, I just, I think about just punching my computer, but of course, that would do no good. It's just, I'm trying to get my head around it, trying to grasp what's going on, trying to figure out what it is that I can do. And I guess I feel helpless because there is nothing I can do, or there is a minimum amount that I can do. I can't say anything that other people haven't said. I can't condemn any more than any other person who is against it has condemned it. What can I do? I can make this video, and I'm going to express to you my frustrations. I'm going to tell you that the killing needs to stop. But for one, what does it matter to you? You're not in a position to do anything either, are you? You aren't the Israelis. You aren't the Palestinians, Hamas. So what is it going to do even making this video? I don't know. Guess it's just about speaking truth to power. When I examine it, I know where it all comes from. The death, the destruction. I know. At least I believe I know. It comes from truth, belief, and love. Or more specifically, lack of uncompromising truth, unequal belief, and unconditional love. Look at it, examine it. I guarantee it's going to break down to those three things. And when I become frustrated and upset, and I examine a specific situation through those things. When I look at this situation, the Gaza Strip, and I look at the one side of the Israelis saying they're doing it to protect themselves because of these rockets being launched into Israel. Although, I don't know, I'm not sure what's going on. They keep saying, you know, it's in response to rockets being launched to Israel, but I keep hearing, this is what I keep hearing that dozens of Palestinians have been killed. Dozens, now it's over, I don't know, 500 something. Dozens of Israelis have been killed. Scores have been killed in recent bombing. One Israeli was injured. And that's all I keep hearing. One Israeli soldier receives a scratch on his arm. Dozens of Palestinians killed. Yet Israel keeps talking about all these rockets being launched into Israel. So I'm not sure where they're hitting, what's going on. Is Hamas missing targets or what? So I don't know the truth of that. I can go off of all the news articles. And then, Hamas saying they're doing a response to Israel bombing them, and it's just back and forth. So what's the truth? What is the truth? I don't know. I could say what I hear what people are saying, but I don't know the truth. But if I don't know the truth, and everybody just keeps pointing the finger at each other person, they just keep pointing the finger at each other, well, can they believe they can just get along? And I just made a video yesterday about everybody wanting peace, but nobody believing in peace. Can't they just decide to love each other, to stop fighting? What are they fighting for? Ultimately, it's going to be for land, right? It's going to be about land. This is my land, or this is my land. Who cares? It's just a piece of dirt. Israelis, this is our land. God has said it is our land. It's just a piece of dirt. Really? Is it important? Is it really important that God says this piece of land, this little strip of dirt, is for you? You need to have it. It's that important. It's for you. Really, it's that important. Any more special than any other piece of dirt here on this planet. And I heard that there's a vast amount of oil. Vast amount. More than anywhere else in the entire world combined. Under the Dead Sea. So, even if God was giving the land to the Jews because of that oil, why would that be? I mean, the only real purpose of oil is to make gasoline. And what is really value in that? What is the value in being able to make a whole bunch of gasoline? Nothing. What is the value in oil? There's no value in oil other than make gasoline, right? But if you make cars and vehicles and everything else that doesn't run on gas, if you make everything solar powered, if you make everything powered by the sun, then oil doesn't matter. So, they need to drop that this land is for us. It's a strip of dirt. It's just land. It's just dirt. It's just earth. It is going to vanish like the rest of the earth when it's destroyed. It can be destroyed by nuclear weapons just like the rest of the world can be destroyed, and may be destroyed if we just continue on this path. It just doesn't make any sense. And then of course, same time, it does make sense, because once again, I told you where it stems from. Then as I look at the side of the Palestinians, when I look at and I read about these parents grieving over the loss of children, well, the truth is, what are they doing? What did they do beforehand? Have they sought truth? Have they fought against Hamas themselves? Have they sought the truth of why it is Hamas is fighting Israel, Israel is fighting Hamas? Can they remove themselves of believing that they are due that land there in Palestine? Can they believe that, once again, that's just dirt? It doesn't matter who has it. Can I believe that love is more important in getting along in world peace? If they know that there's going to be a problem between Israel and Hamas, they know it. Eventually there's going to be fighting. Somebody's going to get killed. If something is not done proactively beforehand, then it's going to happen. And I've said this to you before. You can't get upset if your child gets killed by gunfire, by violence, whatever, because it has to happen. Somebody's child must get shot because we allow guns. We allow deadly ammunition. Somebody's child must get killed, whether it's when they are in a childhood or when they become adults. Somebody's child must suffer, must go through the trials and tribulations of this world, dealing with the pain and suffering, being able to find a job, getting laid off, trying to feed themselves, trying to feed a family, trying to find a way, trying to be happy. Everything that's happening to people in this world right now will continue to happen as long as we stay on this path. And it's going to happen to you, or it's going to happen to your children. So don't get upset and cry when it happens, because it has to happen. It might not happen to yours. It's going to happen to someone's. It might not happen to somebody's child who is watching this video, but it's going to happen to somebody you know, or somebody else somebody you know, because it has to happen. The numbers say it. The truth speaks to it. The statistics says it has to happen. Somebody's going to die by gunfire. And when it's your family, when it's your friends, you're going to cry, wonder why, plead to God, but you didn't do anything. You will be laid off, or somebody you know will be laid off, your family, your friends. Why? Because it has to happen. Because statistically it has to happen because of the economy, because of capitalism, because it has to happen. Everything that can happen within the system will happen. And then you're going to get upset and cry when it happens to you, like it's all unfair and you don't understand why. But you should know why. History dictates it that it will happen. So don't get upset. Don't cry. And so that's what I tell myself when I get upset. It's got to happen. It's going to happen. Why? Because people aren't doing anything about it. The world isn't doing anything about it. So don't get upset, Mustafaa. Because it is ultimately the will of God. It is the will of truth. The truth says it's going to happen because it's built within the current system. So it has to happen. There has to be pain, suffering, disease, starvation, death. It has to happen because the system allows it. So eventually it will happen. So why get upset? Be empowered, stay strong in truth. Know that you want it to change. I want it to change. That I believe it can change. But I can't do it alone. I am not on this planet alone. I can only do what I can do. Even though it frustrates me that it's not enough. Or maybe I'm not doing enough. Maybe I gotta do more, but I don't know what to do. Other than keep speaking to the power of truth, belief, and love. It might not solve the problems right here and now. But I believe it will eventually. Once everybody, or the majority of people, open their eyes and see what it is that I'm saying. And I have to be strengthened by that. You have to be. If not, I just might take myself out of this world, remove myself from this world. I just don't understand it. I don't know what it is you see. Why you can't see what I see? It's like I'm out of place in this world. But I can't really be that different than everybody else, can I? Or maybe I am. Maybe I am alone in this world. Maybe it's just me in this world, I'm all alone, everybody else doesn't even exist. And I'm in hell, and I'm just suffering. When I speak to people, I hear what is being said, but I can't fully grasp it or understand it. People on here on YouTube, they say they can see my points, they agree with me, but then they don't do anything. And I guess so it comes down to faith. It comes down to the action of people not doing anything, or people not getting behind me. So maybe that's it. If you don't get behind me, if you don't follow me, then I don't understand you. I don't believe in you. I don't know why it is that you don't want to do as I say, do as I do, to follow me, to help me in my cause. And if you don't, then like I said, I don't see why not. I know, once again, I know what it boils down to: the belief or lack of belief, the non-focusing on uncompromising truth, and not enough unconditional love. It's going to boil down to three things, no matter what, at the end of the day. God bless everyone. Peace and love.